Hello, everybody. Dan here. Thursday, April 18th. Just got in from a private charter. Wasn't the greatest fishing day, but it happens. 2 weeks ago, we had a great trip. Today was a little bit tougher. See if anybody joins me today. There's a couple of you guys. Hey, Robert. Hey, 907. How you doing? Are you going to come to the kids club meeting on Saturday? Yeah, we got a few fish today. Nothing major. We did get our first barracuda of the year, which was nice. How you doing, Alan? Europe was good. Looks like I might be filming overseas this year. Funny, it's easier for me to get invited by other countries to go film than it is to get a boat in San Diego. That's how it is. Hey Sam, how you doing? Just a reminder, everybody, this coming Sunday is our fishing tackle swap meet in Cerritos at our office. And Saturday is a kids club meeting at Leg Lake. Here we got a few more people. Here I am in my big, beautiful studio. Yeah, Alan, it took me forever to get to Europe, but the flight home was much easier. Nice to be loved somewhere. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why it's not San Diego. There's our little studio. We have the door open. I didn't notice that. Hey Lloyd, thank you. Hey Mike, how you doing? Mike, the guys were wondering if you're gonna be there Sunday, to help out with the swap meet. Hello, Annette. Annette is at Starbucks. So if you're driving by the Starbucks in Montebello, Annette's there. Robert's probably there with her. Sunday, the swap meet, Henry, starts at 7 and it closes at 1 p.m. You know where it is. You've been there before, in Cerritos. And there's a flyer for it on our website, on our Facebook page. I'll put it on Instagram tomorrow. So yeah, we didn't catch a lot of fish today. We got some red snapper, salmon grouper, barber poles, and a few whitefish. But we hit a bunch of spots, covered a lot of water. Water was cold. It was 61 degrees. And Mike, don't worry about it. You're going to be all the way in Palm Springs. Don't even try to get back in time. Enjoy your family time. Hello, Chuck. How you doing? Hello, Daniel. Hello, Arizona. Sounded like you're going to be moving back here soon. This is about the time I normally sign in. But I was on time today. Try to be on time. So try to do that. So Robert says, yeah, that they're at Starbucks there in Montebello. I'll be in Montebello tomorrow, picking up my niece, her boyfriend, and taking them to the airport for their flight back to New York City. That must have been culture shock for her. I talked to her a little bit about it yesterday when we had dinner, about what it was like going from a little town in Kansas to living in Manhattan. So a little different. Hey Robert, how you doing? Yeah, it's nice to be back. But we're having trouble at the office. Since I've been back, we have not had our normal internet service. No Wi-Fi. I've had to use a little hotspot to get some stuff done, but I can't do any of the uploading to the TV stations or any of that stuff that I would normally do. So it is frustrating. So anybody else been fishing lately? I know the weather wasn't too good while I was gone. So what does this say? Fish killer. Yeah, we've been on the phone with Frontier about the internet since Monday, and their internal service is down, where they can't even schedule people to come out and work and fix things because their internal service is down. So that's pretty brutal. All right. This is a video that I wanted to show you guys. A while ago. So let me play this for you. All right, here's Daniel, 907. This first fish ever on a boat. Oh, jumping Dorado. Oh, Eric's got one. It's wide open. Eric's got one. Good job, Eric. Eric, put your hand in front of the reel. It's a little bit easier. There's Daniel. Your fish is close. There he is, right there. That's your mahi-mahi right there. Come on, everything you learned on the YouTube Live. Put your hands on the handle. You're good right there. Just pull to your right, pull to your right. Pull the rod that way. There you go. There you go, it's coming back. Alright, there's one fish right there. Alright, congratulations. Alright, we're on a mission to get this one. Stay right here. Yeah! Oh! One more time.
You gotta get my ear.
Hold the rod that way. It's right there. There we go. Right, Daniel, get there with the skipper. Get in there with the skipper. There's Daniel with his very first fish taken on a boat on the gale force. One of our YouTube Live guys, 907. How's it feel, Daniel?
Good.
Does it? There we go. Captain Jared right there. There's Drama. He caught his first fish out here too. Say something to all the people on YouTube Live. Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
How do you feel?
Great.
Your first time on a boat and you catch a big Dorado. How's that feel?
Super good.
Does it? And your dad's here too watching. That's pretty awesome. All right, congratulations. Good job. Go get another one. That was a great moment. That was a great moment. And that was his very first ocean fish on a boat. And that was neat. His dad was there too to watch. And you guys were kind enough to pay for his spot to go. His dad paid for his own ticket. But I want to thank all you guys that pitched in that day and bought his ticket. So that was pretty cool. Hey Dante, hey Brian. And that was great. And that's part of the reason we do all the work we do. That's why we have the kids club. That's why we do the swap meets. And this swap meet is a little bit more important because we're still trying to make up for the like $6,000 worth of stuff we got stolen. So we're trying to generate more funds for that. So it's neat. It's neat that to see moments like that. Brings it all full circle why we do what we do. And I personally have been involved in doing that kind of work for over 25 years. Even before I had the Youth Foundation, which it's now 25 years old. Before I had the Youth Foundation, I was helping out Montebello High School with the fishing club and other places with fishing clubs. So it was nice. That was a great day. Yeah, it was neat. I don't think we were filming. Maybe we were filming for TV that day. I don't remember. But I filmed it all on my phone. That was neat. That was way more important than me landing a fish that day. Yeah, we still use that double gaff hook chuck, but mainly for barracuda. Hey D House, how you doing? Yeah, he was so excited that day. It was cool. Daniel, no, I do not have Time Warner cable. I have Frontier at the office. We pay extra for our Wi-Fi because we upload such big files. We pay a lot of extra money for that, but it doesn't do any good when it's not working. Yeah, Kenny, Rocky caught our first barracuda of the year. Caught our first barracuda of the year on our private charter boat, so that was pretty cool. But it was kind of a slow day. we went in the deep water to get rockfish. We got some reds, and we got salmon grouper, but it was so deep. It was over 400 feet deep, so we didn't stay there too long. And it was blowing. It was blowing over 20 knots. Is it Drew and Jay are watching? Hello, Jay. Hello, Ronald. Hey, Jerry, how you doing? Hey, Tyler. Hello. So the other day, Wednesday, some of the guys came over to help get ready for the swap meet. And here's a little video of just a few pictures of the guys helping that day. So that was a few pictures from the guys helping out today. So it worked out good. Sam's taking his grandkids fishing May out of Oceanside. I think that's on our trip, right? On the Sea Star. That's cool. Alfred, do you know when yellowtail starts? Hopefully they'll start showing up. There's rumors that they've been catching some at Catalina. I haven't seen any pictures yet, but that's just kind of the rumors. But hopefully they are. All right, let's do the show opening here.
I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
So I just got a message from Jerry McCarty out in Hemet that he was fishing today at Little Lake out that way, and he caught this fish. A nice trout. What's that, a lightning trout? Is that what they're called? He caught that at Little Lake today. Jerry's been fishing with me, I don't know, 20 years. Been a while. Before he retired. And I'm pretty sure he's already signed up to join me on that trip that Sam's talking about on the Sea Star at the end of May. So that's cool. All right, congratulations. Oh, Terry's gonna go see Fluffy perform. That's cool. Daniel's out walking his dog. What does Robert say? Dan, remember? Yeah, that was when we had the mystery fish TV commercial with Berkeley. And if you got the answer right, you got a free spool of line. And Berkeley stopped doing it because so many people were submitting that just the postage was getting expensive. So that's why they stopped doing it. But that was fun. It's nice that was first started in television, and that was so neat to see that be so successful. Yeah, it's hard to believe this is year 38 on television. Wow. It's been a while. So we have most people here are on YouTube. A few are on Facebook. One is on X. And we have people on Facebook from watching us on the Youth Foundation and on Sport Fishing. That's cool. Hey Aaron, how you doing? Robert says he fished the one, Rockfish Rumble out of Ventura. So he said they went on a big, long boat ride, but they did good. That's good. Yeah, Chuck, it means you're old. We're both old. We are both old. I was hoping I could share some pictures from today, but for some reason it's not popping up. Oh, there it is. I found it. I don't know if it shows up here. So like I said, we didn't catch a ton of fish today. Oh, that's weird. I wonder why they're not all showing up. See pictures from this morning, but I don't see the photos from this afternoon when we caught the fish. So yesterday I was driving a boat. I'll show you that boat photo. Let me see. I wonder why those other pictures aren't showing up. I'll check it in a little bit. So this is yesterday's boat ride. I left the office a little early to take my parents and my niece there on the right and her boyfriend visiting from New York City for a boat ride. So we took my parents' Duffy out for a boat ride and went through the canal there in Naples and Alamitos Bay. So it was cool. Hello, Eric. Felmar wants to know what's the best pound test mono do you recommend? Half day rock fishing out of San Diego. If you're strictly gonna rock fish, then I recommend don't use mono. Use Spectra. Spectra has no stretch, and that's what this is here, Spectra. So I would really recommend you use Spectra and not mono, and only the length of your rod mono if you're only rock fishing. If you're surface fishing, I don't like to do that. But if you're only rock fishing, I would say go with Spectra. And if you're only on a half day trip, you could probably get away with like 50-pound Spectra on a smaller reel. Something like a 400 size reel like this, low profile. If they're going to be fishing deep water, over 500 feet or so, then yeah, you want an electric reel, something like this. It works out good. But I don't know how deep they fish there in San Diego on that. Like Chuck's saying there, if you don't know how to tie a connection knot, you can use a swivel. That's fine. Just tie a swivel to it and just use like the length of your rod, or even a little bit less than that. Works out good for the leader material. Terry got her fishing license. Oh, Terry, the trip for the end of this month is already all sold out, I found out. So we'll have to get you on a trip in May. Sorry about that. Well, Monica said the trip sold out before I left for Europe. So I didn't know that. Hello, Raul. How you doing? Let me play you guys a little bit of how France went. Here's a few pictures from my trip to France. So that was my experience in France. No, I did not buy a business class ticket. I don't have that kind of money. But what I normally do is buy a coach ticket and then use my miles to upgrade to business class. So if they have space available, then I can do that. So that way it's affordable and I have a bed for that 11-hour flight from LA to London, and then London to Nice is only like 2-hour flight, so it's easy. Don't need a bed for that flight. Hey Dylan, how you doing? My cousin up in Northern Cal. Hello. I saw on Frankie's post with the plane that him and his dad fixed there in Fabens. You'd comment on there. So Dylan says that the halibut bite up in the Bay Area is going great, and they're using frozen bait. No live bait yet. Next month they get live bait. So, and I've been following Jay, Captain Jay from the New Hook Fin, and it looks like they're getting like limits. They're really close to limits every day right now. So that's pretty good. And that's not even with live bait. They're just using frozen bait, and they're doing that. Hey Hector, thank you very much for the kind words. I appreciate that. So also coming up next month, we start filming. So the May 10th trip, I'm pretty sure is sold out. There might be a few spots opening up. I'll find out about that in about another week. And then we have other dates coming up in May. We have the trip on on the Sea Star, the end of May. There's a few spots left on that out of Oceanside. So if you want to fish Oceanside, you can do that. So come join us. Samuel went rock fishing 600 feet, used the swim bait bucktails. Use swim bait bucktails and the fish only bit strips of squid. I don't know, I've never seen that. Normally when you're fishing that deep, you want a bigger bait. I like to use a single tail grub and sometimes a swim bait, but normally a single tail grub on my bucktails. Anytime I'm fishing over 400 feet, 500 feet, and you were in 6, I always try to make my bait look bigger, and that's how I do it. And I always catch fish doing it that way. Sorry that didn't work for you. Just as a reminder, guys, today is brought to you in part by our friends at Boomerang. Everybody should have one of their tools. And of course, B52 bucktails. Great for rock fishing, sculpin fishing. Alan, I'm hoping to go back to 2 times a week once we start getting into the fishing. We have some more activity, and we need to get more people back. You know, before we had 200 people doing this, and now we're only like 50 people a week. So hopefully we get some more people, and then we can do the twice a week. Be nice to get back to that. And then this was last month's trip. Oh no, it's not there. Okay. What does Hector say? Purchase. I personally like having, Hector, I like having a lot of mono when I'm fishing for tuna. I like to have 75 to 100 yards of mono on top of my Spectra because I like having that shock absorber. I just think it's too easy to pull the hooks out, even rip a hook out of a fish if there's no stretch in the line. So I always have at least 75 yards of mono, sometimes 100 yards on there on top of my braid. Okay. And I do that for everything. I do that for calico bass fishing. The only exception for me to do that is if I'm strictly rock fishing. If I'm strictly rock fishing, then I fill the reel up as much as I can with Spectra. But if I'm fishing for tuna, yellowtail, calico bass, rainbow trout, I always like to have 100 yards of monofilament. That's just me personally. I know some sport boats like you to fill it all the way up with Spectra. It's just easier for them so they don't have to tie lots of knots and stuff. But that's what I would say if you're asking me. Yeah, and then I don't know what happened with Rocky's pictures, but they aren't coming through my thing here. But he got a nice barracuda today, and we caught some reds and some salmon grouper. And if it wasn't blowing 20 knots out there, we would have had a lot more fish. So here's a couple of things for you guys. If anybody wants to do a super chat and not do it here, but do it through our website, here's a link for that. And if you need information about our private fishing charters, there is a link for that. Like I said, for the TV show, for the trips and stuff, we do have quite a few trips starting up in May. So if you'd like to be on the TV show, we have a few spots left for May 30th on the Sea Star, and then we have a bunch of spots open for June 19th on the Stardust. And then the next week on June 27th, we'll be on the Clemente. All right. So let you guys know about that. And if you want to see all those trips that we have available where you can sign up and be on the TV show, here is that link. What does Chuck say? Most boat captains say length of the boat for mono. Yeah, I just like having more. I like having that shock absorber. I had too many fish I lost one year going with no leader. I mean, no mono on there, just going Spectre straight to fluorocarbon. And I was breaking the fluorocarbon. I was pulling hooks. I was losing fish. And since I went back to having all that monofilament on there, I haven't had that trouble. So that's why I do that. That's just my personal way of doing it. It's nice seeing some new people on here too. So thank you for the new guys. So what does Daniel say? Yeah, 100 feet. Yeah, Alan and his boys were, when we were on last, they were just coming in on the El Dorado. And they got those big sheephead and stuff. But it's not like they had live squid, so that makes a huge difference when you have live squid. We got plenty of good bait today from Nacho, from the bait receiver. His stepson was there, Mario, today. But they didn't have any squid. They just had sardines. They had plenty of sardines, good sardines. So that was nice. And nice size sardines, not the big monster ones that you normally get. Any budget electric reels? I've been seeing some on the market. I haven't tried any of them. The only two that I own are both Daiwas. They're this one, the 500. And it works really, really good. I did have to send it in once for servicing, but they were able to fix it, and it's been fine since then. And then the battery I use is a battery like this that just attaches straight on to the bottom of the reel, like that. And when I'm fishing, I make sure that I keep the reel inside the boat. I don't let the reel go over the rail. That way, if the battery falls off, it falls in the boat. So I've been really careful about that because I don't want to be losing batteries. Only one time did I have to switch batteries, but the majority of the time that I've been using the electric reel, I've been able to get by with one battery. I've been in touch with a couple of companies um, that advertise electric reels, but I haven't heard anything back from them. So hopefully I'll hear something from them. Let me see. Looks like Robert went rock fishing. So Robert's one of our volunteers, and he's been fishing with us on the TV show for many, many years. And I believe he said he was with us today, that we were on the new Salmon Queen out of Emeryville, and we caught albacore that day. So this is a halibut he got last month up in the Channel Islands. Hopefully it'll pop up here for you guys to see it, so I'm not the only one seeing it. There it is. All right, let me shrink it down. So there's a nice halibut he got. I think he said it was Santa Cruz Island. It's a nice fish. So let me show you guys the whole fish. There's a whole fish. Nice big halibut. Looks kind of neat backlit like that. See how the light go through the fins there. And then he was out this week, and he got these. One red. I don't think that's two reds. I think that's one red. But you gotta be careful, guys. Now the new limit, you can only catch two reds. Yeah, Jerry, I think that was a trip you got the hook in your hand when we caught the albacore. Jerry ended up having to go to the emergency room on that trip because he had a big hook in his hand, went through his hand. So Robert says there's that one electric reel. And Lloyd said he bought an electric reel off eBay out of Japan. The battery was more expensive than the reel. I guess you have to be careful with that. So Terry was that day at the docks. Yeah, so hopefully you guys will start signing up for our fishing trips. And there's a link there to see our trips for this year. I'm not sure if I added the trip on the Pride and the Al Patron yet. I'll double check tomorrow when I'm in the office. But both those trips will be in November, so there's no rush. And then we're also going to be doing meet and greet trips on the Gale Force again. Those start in May. So if you want to join me on that. Those are always fun. It's neat because I can just be a tourist I don't have to worry about filming. I can just relax and have some fun. Oh, okay, so people are already signing up for the trip with me um, for May. Is it May 1st? I guess I should know these things. Yeah, May 1st, Wednesday, May 1st. I will be on the Gale Force going to Catalina, and there's 12 spots available out of the 20 spots. So if you guys would like to join me on that one, it's only a couple weeks away. Should be a lot of fun. I'll put the link here. It's not a trip for TV, just to let you know, but it'll be a trip that I will be on. It's $165 and should be fun. So come join me on a meet and greet trip. May 1st. We don't have a Morro Bay trip. They have not given me a date. I've called them like 6 times and they're like, we don't know what we're going to do. The trips for Emeryville are set in stone for the last week of September. So we'll do that. Oh, okay. So Mike says that they haven't changed the rule on the vermilions on the red snapper, that it's still 4 per person. Okay. I thought it was all changed to 2. James, Cairns was nice. Had some really good meetings over there. It looks like we may be filming episodes in Finland coming up this fall. And it looks like we might be getting invited to go to Japan. I did a little slideshow, and there was a photo with me with 2, a man and a woman from Japan, from the network that invited me. I was in meetings with there in Cannes, and they had an interpreter there. So it was pretty cool to get invited to a meeting with the TV network. They have one of the channels they own is a fishing channel in Japan. So we had a nice meeting, about an hour-long meeting, and they're interested in licensing either 26 or 52 episodes to run in Japan. They're interested in having me go to Japan to film with a couple of the TV shows that they have on their network. And it sounds like they're interested in sending one of those TV shows to the United States to fish with me on my boat and film an episode for them on my boat. So that would be cool. The one in Finland was a little bit different. It was a TV network and the tourism people of the country. And they were really interested in maybe marketing on my show to get Americans to go fish over there. So that was pretty cool. But it's neat when people at that level, TV networks, people in government arrange to meet with you in another country to talk about doing productions over there. So that's pretty cool. I never thought I'd be like an international business person, but I guess I am. I guess having filmed a TV show in Qatar, filmed my episodes in Central America, South America, Mexico, I guess makes me an international business person. So it's kind of cool. All right, Michael, thank you for that information. I didn't know that. Yeah, the Stardust dates are on the website. They're available. Yes, Hector, the Pride trip will be in November, will be an overnight trip. Um, Talking to the captain, Sean, he thinks it's going to be a halibut trip and it could even be a white sea bass trip. But he said the halibut fishing that they had last year in November was extremely good. So that's why he planned it for that, for us to film with them. Terry's having surgery on her eyes on Monday. So we'll all be praying for you, Terry. You've had enough surgeries already. Terry, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. So, Michael, Mike, have they already changed the limit? I know the rules, from the way I read the rules, it's only two, but you're saying that on the sport boats that they haven't imposed that yet? Alan says the proposed limit is two. Until it's improved, it's still four. Okay. Thank you, James. I'm an OG baller. You know what's funny, guys? On my YouTube channel, um, I have some weeks where I have more views in the Middle East than I do in California. It's kind of funny. And I don't know, I'm guessing the TV show that I did in Qatar 9 years ago, 8 years ago, they must be running it all the time because I cannot explain why I have that many tens of thousands of views from Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, um, some weeks that are higher than what I get in California. So they must be running my TV show over there often. So it's pretty cool. Daniel says, yeah, like he says, they can change it anytime. All right, Robert, I'll make sure it's up. If I have internet at the office tomorrow, I will try to change that and put it up for you guys. All right, some of you were late, so let me play my little France slideshow one more time. Crawfish Sunday was so good I had 2 of them on the way home. Hey Robert, thank you for that. Nice to know that I'm known on every dock and marina in California. Tyler, we filmed 13 episodes in Qatar. We filmed most of them in 1 month, and then I flew back in July that year and filmed another episode and a half. So that was pretty good. Yeah, Terry, good luck with your surgeries. I know you've been through a lot of them, so hopefully everything goes well. We'll all be praying for you. Hopefully you get well soon, and maybe we can get you back on the Malahini later in the year. Hopefully we'll see. All right, guys, it's 8 o'clock. I've been up since 5. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for being here. Looks like the weather will be good this weekend. Enjoy it. Those are volunteers that are going to help us Saturday for the Kids Club. Hopefully we'll see you all there. And those of you that can come out and support us on Sunday, please come out Sunday at our fishing tackle swap meet in Cerritos. That's 11138 Business Circle in Cerritos. Please come out for that and support us. And it'll be cool. And then the following Saturday, we will be at MacArthur Park. I think it's the 27th, whatever that last Saturday is in April. So you can join us there. Hey, James, how you doing? That's another person that's been with me for many, many years, over 20 years. Fishing with us. And he'll be on the Sea Star too. So quite a few guys that be on the Sea Star were there. Yeah, I won't be going down my boat this week. And that's why we have so many things planned for the Youth Foundation this week, because it's impossible to get to my boat with the Grand Prix going on. Hey, Tamara, how you doing? Good night, Dylan, my cousin. Good night, everybody. Take care. Have a good night, and I will see you all this weekend, hopefully, at the Kids Club meeting and Sunday at the swap meet. And if I miss you at those, I'll see you here next Thursday. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye.